us messages there on the talkback button.
I have a bone to pick with Poundcake now that he's back. He posted a picture on Instagram, and I started following him just to see these incredible Las Vegas photos of him ruining this trip to the Grand Canyon. He put a photo of the Grand Canyon and called it the Superior Canyon. The Superior Hole was right there, Poundcake, and you didn't even do it. Come on, man.
See, that's why that guy's there and you're there, because Superior Canyon is funnier than Superior Hole.
I thought it was funny.
Superior Hole is the lowest hanging fruit you could possibly do. Superior Canyon will at least elicit a chuckle, because you get what's going on.
At least
there.
one of these. A little nose snort when you're looking at it.
You go.
And I think I did actually, before I even posted the Superior Canyon thing, I said we did a 4-hour plus bus trip just to see a one big pothole or something like that. I thought
that's not so funny. But Superior Canyon, much to that guy's chagrin, is pretty good.
I mean, I asked my mom, I said, what makes this the Grand Canyon? Yeah, it's big. Yes, it's majestic. But is there a competition of other canyons? Like,
yes.
Where's the other canyons? I don't know where any other canyons are besides the Grand.
Subpar Canyon. That's in Oklahoma, I think.
Okay, I was going to say.
Just a ditch.
Oklahoma
is what you're thinking of, that vegetable musical.
one of my favorites.
I was just thinking, you can't be in like competition with yourself if you're competing for something like that.
Mm-hmm.
By the way, that Grand Canyon, boy. So
I've never been. You're one up on me.
I've never met the Grand Canyon, boy.
Bill, when you went to the Grand Canyon, did you go on the skywalk?
No,
that's the West
that wasn't there
Grand
yet. Probably
Canyon.
I
was
went
it?
there in like 1995, and I don't think the skywalk existed then.
Man, we did the skywalk. I can't believe that's how I'm like so surprised with my mom.
Is it just like a huge, long Darth Vader parapet there?
You can
like
Google it. It looks like a horseshoe. It looks like an arch, but it's all glass, and you can see straight down like 2,000 feet.
Yeah, they definitely didn't have that.
And it's straight glass, and they make you remove everything out of your pockets. They make you put little booties on your shoes.
Do you have to buy tickets for that?
Of course you have to buy tickets for that.
They're monetizing everything out there, I assume.
This is what I was explaining to him. He went to the part of the Grand Canyon that's still an Indian reservation.
It is, yes.
So they own that land, so they charge out the ass for everything you want to do. If you want to do the skywalk, if you want to do they have like lunch.
Yep, we ate
like
there.
Lunch options where you can buy a package of skywalk and lunch.
I'm looking at it. $96 a ticket.
Yeah, so they
skywalk admission and a meal ticket.
Yes, yeah.
So, and that's just for the skywalk. That doesn't include pictures. The pictures were like,
you have to cost extra.
I was ready to throw hands out there because it was already a long line. Our bus driver gave us like 3 hours there, but mind you, it takes like 15 minutes to get to each end of the Grand Canyon, at least the part where we were. So there's
like viewpoint.
There's 3 like edges or whatever. And so,
how big of a group were you in? Was that bus full?
The bus was full.
Yeah,
like 100.
I don't know, maybe like 75.
Yeah, wow.
A lot of people on this chartered bus. And so we're going to the first part of the Grand Canyon, where is the main line, and they have the skywalk. That itself was like an hour. And then when we get up to the skywalk, there's another line for pictures. And we were already in the line for pictures, so we're like, fine, we'll stay there because we want to remember this, because I can't believe we're doing this. I can't believe my mom is doing this. People were taking forever.
Mm-hmm.
They're on this big slab of glass.
Well, they're only going there once.
But they're holding up the entire line, and everyone has like the same amount of time.
Right.
And mind you, they're like putting hands and their butts on this glass. It's 113 degrees.
They're putting their butts on the
Yeah.
glass? What, to get it for the gram or
Probably
what?
sitting down.
Like sitting down.
Oh, I thought you
like,
meant they were like doing a pressed fruit basket.
No, it was like appropriate, but like
a copier.
Showing the brain right there at the skywalk.
No, they're just doing these stupid poses, and it's so hot. And I'm like, bro, I don't even care about a picture. Like I was so sketched out. I was walking along the edge because I'm like, I don't want to look straight down. If it cracks, I have a chance at survival. By
The
hanging on
website
side.
says that it could hold 747 jumbo jets. That's how strong.
I
it
don't
is.
believe that.
Okay, but still, one person's weight or
It's
the
not gonna crack it.
collective weight of whoever was on there is not going to crack it.
How do you make
yeah.
glass that strong, that reinforced? How do you know?
What do you mean, how do you know? Because there are people who do that for a living. There's a whole industry that's
but even this
tempered thick glass, and then you affix it into the side of a canyon. I mean, if you're gonna have some huge tourist attraction like that, you better know that's how they know the zip line's not going to break over Fremont Street.
Yeah, but they have a weight limit.
Well, yeah. I mean, for a zip line.
But I just remember the sky deck in Chicago that cracked one year. It didn't crack while we were there, but
the inner
cracked.
glass cracked. There's like 18 panes of glass. The innermost pane of glass cracked on the inside because that's what's getting the weight of people day after day, year after year. Okay. The outside glass is good. So anyway, so there's people holding up the line.
Oh my gosh! So we were ready to cuss them out. So by the time we got our pictures taken, we weren't in a good mood. And I'm like, this ate up. We haven't even eaten yet, and we were sitting on the bus for 3 hours.
Hungry.
And so we're dehydrated, and we're taking these stupid pictures. So then we finally get around, and then we finally go eat. We thought we were going to be late to getting back to the bus.
How much time did you have at the Grand? Like
we had 3 hours.
Oh, just 3.
And there's 3 points.
So it's 4 hours there, and you have to be back on the bus in 3 hours.
Correct.
Wow.
So you're only supposed to spend like maybe 45 minutes at each point. And that's what screwed us up because we waited in line for an hour, and then it was like another hour and a half to eat and take the picture.
Were you mixed in with just other people that weren't
Yes.
on your bus, or it was just your bus group that was kind of moving around?
Nope, it was a bunch of us.
Okay.
A bunch of other people. And so we finally get back on the bus, and this is what I was telling Mom. I said, you're releasing a lot of, you're giving up a lot of yourself on other people. You're relying on the bus driver, you're relying on the mechanics, you're relying on other people on the bus to be courteous. And people aren't courteous. People don't care about other people.
Well,
are not courteous, yeah.
especially when it's hot.
Yeah.
They're paying, everything's expensive, so they're like, I paid my money.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah.
People don't listen.
Right.
And so this is what I was trying to tell her. It's not necessarily the trip that I don't want to do. It's just the people. I don't want to be in a tube full of demons. So
He's pulling a Kenneth Copeland on him.
we
is what he
finally
did.
get back to the bus on time, amazingly, and we're missing a bunch of people. And obviously, the one day that we're there, the walkie-talkies for the Indian reservation doesn't work. So they can't
No.
walkie-talkie people. No one has anybody's number. Even if they did, phones don't work.
That's
out there.
why the bus never leaves at like the 3 hour mark.
No.
Because they're
Of course
not going to leave people there. So you
No.
don't know how long you're going to be sitting there. It's like herding cats with adults on vacation.
So there was like one group, the one family that looks like they do this all the time. Bitch looked like Eliza Thornberry, comes back on with all her parents, and I'm like, they're a half hour late, and I'm like irritated because I'm like, I'm boiling, and my mom's just like, but didn't you have so much fun? I'm like, yes, mother, it was exquisite. I'm like, and then like, so we're getting ready to pull off, and then I think it was one of the Karens that were late. She was like, wait, we're still missing another girl.
course
And so
you
the bus
are.
goes, like stops. And the bus driver's like, really? And everyone's like, yeah, there's one girl that has like a lunchbox there because they give you breakfast on the bus. They're like, yeah, there's one girl with a breakfast there that isn't eaten, so she's gone. And so he stops the bus and we're like, damn it, this is taken away from our Vegas time. And it was an hour and a half longer than what we expected. Somehow, some way, they found her. I don't know if she didn't listen. I don't know if she did it on purpose. She comes back on kind of like smiling, which really pissed me off.
Everybody on the
yeah.
bus hates her.
Everyone on the bus, my brother, and he's outspoken. He don't care. He said, bitch, you almost got left. Like he said
No,
it like
he
that.
didn't.
Yes, he did.
Out loud to her?
Yes.
Oh,
That's
my
funny.
God.
Was it an old lady or what was
No,
it?
it's a young
girl.
Looks like a young entitled chick.
Was
Especially
she by herself?
by herself. That's what I'm saying. We didn't. That's
Should've
why.
just left her.
That's why he was more concerned.
She
'cause
was a canyon influencer.
he didn't know if she got taken or she fell or anything like that. So he was concerned. And I'm like, everyone else made it here on time. She must have had her headphones in her ears. Not
Did your brother
listening.
get a laugh at least on the bus?
No, he was pissed.
No, I mean, did other people laugh?
When he said that.
No, they were all pissed.
Oh, okay.
Everyone was pissed. Everyone was mad because everyone just wanted to get back. It was a long day.
Yes.
And we had a long drive ahead of us. We were driving through the middle of nowhere. And some of my mom was like, so you gonna roast me, aren't you? I said, no, I'm not gonna roast you. I had a fun time. I'm gonna lead with love. But I told you. I told you so. I told you.
It sounds like your mom handled it pretty well, though. Like she didn't get pissed and freaked out.
Well, my mom, again, she has gone out of her comfort zone this entire trip. She booed the lady coming on the bus. My brother was like,
Yeah, you should have been filming that. That would have been the best.
no cell phone service.
But
Right.
you,
But
you could still film.
it.
Oh, yeah.
You just couldn't
You don't
post
gotta-
it right
you
away.
don't gotta go on Instagram Live.
By that time, I was just so irritated. My brother was like, boo. My mom was like, yeah, boo. Boo
so
you.
funny.
Everyone made it back on time. Boo. And so the girl just sat in the back of the bus and didn't say anything the entire trip.
She knows everybody's mad at her.
Mom, nobody wants to see that. We'll get the sticker.
And you guys saw Jabberwockies and the whole bit.
God, I didn't realize. And
Let me give away this money, and then we'll get back into that. It's a chance for you to grab $1,000 if you want to buy yourself a couple of Grand Canyon tickets and take the whitewater rafting package. Pretty much blow out this $1,000. But use it for whatever or sock it away. I don't care. Good luck.
The Buzzard wants you to go fuel yourself and score $1,000. Enter the nationwide keyword credit at WMMS.com. That's credit. Enter it now at WMMS.com. And good luck from Buzzard Radio.
All right, go ahead.
I forgot.
You
where
have
I
the
was.
floor. Jabberwockies. I know a lot happened, but
Yeah, well, I kind of sound dumb saying this, but I didn't realize that each resort is literally like a city in itself.
yes, you
Like,
don't have to leave.
You don't have to leave, and that just boggled my mind. We drove up because Jabberwockies was.
But it's not like that at the Golden Nugget. You're talking about the hotels on the Strip.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they make it like that on purpose because the whole point of making the Strip was so you never reach downtown. They want to make it so alluring that you never have to leave and go to downtown. And we went to the Jabberwockies show was at MGM Grand. And so they have a club there. They have a club that has a pool in it. They have a casino. They have hotels. They have an entire ballroom and a concert hall. So we went to the smaller concert hall to see Jabberwockies. And my mom, one of the Jabberwockies touched her hand. And I feel like she like moistened the entire seat. I'm like, get away from me.
She was losing
Please.
the way they move those hips.
She took-
my
she
goodness.
took pictures-
She got
needed it.
Jabberwockied.
She needed it.
My mom didn't even really get that drunk on the trip, but she was just fun. And she took pictures with, I paid for her to have pictures with these shirtless cowboys. And they're just so raunchy. I was so disturbed. They picked my mom up and was like spreading her legs and like putting her, like humping on her. I'm like, okay. And dudes did that for $20. Women, they're like $40 each. And I'm like, wow. And before I forget, I got you guys stuff. Just little small things.
Better be a Jabberwockies tour shirt.
It's not.
Listen, that's very exciting for your
Yeah,
mom.
they don't tour though, so.
Yeah, they have a residency. Duh.
Thanks a lot, nerds.
Duh, Alan.
Learn more about Jabberwocky culture.
Sorry, I didn't do my requisite Jabberwockies
Oh, God, you
research.
scared me. Oh, it says Lucky Chip.
Lucky
How
Chip.
cute is that?
Thanks,
I
pal.
love it. Thank you, Cody.
Thanks, pal.
Aw.
A little Las Vegas bottle opener
I
here.
got, yeah, a little bottle opener.
There
too.
you go.
That's nice. Thank you. Appreciate
Thanks,
that.
Cody.
Thanks, buddy.
Just chill and relax. Las
Yeah.
Vegas.
You know what? Couldn't we all take words of wisdom from our bottle openers once in a while?
Mm-hmm.
Just chill out and relax.
What'd you get? Does yours say just chill and relax too?
Yeah.
Okay, we got the same one.
Well, yeah, because I saw you guys. You also posted a picture of the Bellagio fountains, and I was like,
gotta
we
do that.
stayed at the Bellagio and didn't even go see the fountains.
How could you miss it?
Well, we were on the other. Our room was on the other side of the hotel. We were like facing the other direction, but even driving by, like it was 100.
Madness.
But it's like 106 even in the dead of night, and there's people out there with little kids in strollers waiting for these stupid fountains to go off.
I got
It's fun to
trampled by.
watch water spray.
Sure it is.
And
I saw Ocean's 11. I get it.
They matched it up to music, but by that time, like that was like our whole day. That was after we saw Jabberwockies because it was during the day, and then so we're like, okay, we're gonna make a day of it and just walk the strip. That was
Jabberwockies was a daytime show?
we got the 4 p.m. show, so we were gonna get dinner down there, and it was gonna be a whole thing. But
Was
Did you-
it that hot? Was it like hundreds?
the lowest day at night was 88 degrees.
Oof.
Oh,
So-
that's downright balmy compared to when we were out there.
The day we got out there, it was 113, and during the day, our time there, I think it got to like 109 and 111.
Oh my God.
So it was
Yeah.
like consistently hot. But by that point, people were drunk and like pushing people. I was wearing sandals, stupid me, but I thought I could because why would I wear shoes? It's hotter. My big toe got stepped on by some drunk guy, and he must have been wearing cleats or something because
Cleats.
he tore my toe up.
Really?
So this is the day that we're doing all the walking down the strip.
Ruined your Tivas.
Yeah. And then so by the time we were walking down the strip, and they have really tall curbs for whatever reason. They don't want cars going into stores. And I was like, man, I would really hate to be one of these cars that have to like turn out into traffic. And as I said that, I missed the curb and I stubbed the toe that I already had stepped on that day. Burst open with blood. My mom immediately, it just so happens we were right in front of
Luckily, you were the nurse.
Yeah, right.
And luckily, we were right in front of a CVS. Like, those CVSs out there are all equipped with whatever you need.
They got you some gauze and Neosporin.
So I'm walking with like a big inflated toe and to see the stupid water show. And everyone else, after the water show, they're like, hey, let's go see the pirates at Treasure Island. I'm like, I'm not walking anymore.
What day was this? No, it wasn't first day.
Oh, God. We saw Jabberwockies on Saturday.
Okay. So towards the end, you ruined your foot.
Yeah, so we never made it to Treasure Island to see the little pirate show.
Well, what I want to know is, did you get any solo time?
I was just going to say that. Did you taste
Was there any sneak away time?
Squeak, squeaky?
There was absolutely no sneaky time.
You were with your family the whole time.
How
did that happen?
I had my own room, but it's different out there. Like, there's couples that want to hook up, and then there's a bunch of escorts.
But you tried, right?
I tried.
And stuff? Okay.
I got on Grindr, and I was blatantly told, no, you're not hot enough. I was like, is it because I'm fat? Like, I just didn't know what it was.
Well, it is Vegas. People can choose. They can be choosy.
There's a lot of people.
It was a couple, and it was like, and it was close too, because he must have been on Fremont Street, because it was like 400 feet away, 72 feet away. So I'm like, oh, he's close, and they're looking for fun.
2 feet away, they're like, I'm right next to you.
In the next room.
No, thank you.
Yeah, so literally, I just was told up no. And then so all the other guys that were hot, and they were messaging me. I'm like,
they don't have a low standards filter on Grindr or anything like that?
Probably not.
No.
But like, they were messaging me, so I was like, there's a catch.
It's called being
here.
in Ohio.
Yeah.
And these guys were like, hey, I'm a masseuse. I'm like, yeah, sure you are a masseuse. I don't need a massage.
Dr. Masseuse.
You didn't put on your regret filters? That way people were like, God damn.
Oh, come on. Why are there so many pictures in this?
I had the ideal room for like hooking up, because you couldn't hear anything. It was just noise constantly, lights, flashing constantly.
Yeah, you were facing Fremont Street. Yeah. Did you have to use those blackout curtains?
Yes, and they gave us earplugs. Like, they weren't playing.
Oh, God.
I had like, my TV didn't work in my room. There was like holes in the wall. I'm like, if I get fined for this, like, I didn't cause none of this.
No, that's an old hotel. They know what's going on.
They know what it is.
I had a hole in my bathtub tiling. I'm like, man.
That's called the drain, Poundcake.
No, it wasn't named. But yeah, so I didn't even get a chance to hook up. So
Wow.
I'm going to go back to Vegas on my terms. I did the family thing. We were supposed to have a gay day.
Yeah.
But we didn't. We didn't make it. We were so pressed on time. We didn't think we would have.
Did you have like relaxing time, or just kind of chill? You tagged me in your foot picture at the pool.
We were there for 1 hour, and that was before Jabberwockies.
You were at the pool for an hour? You got to spend like
hour.
a day at a pool.
No, we didn't get a chance to.
Wow.
We did not get a chance to.
Did you ever get off the strip?
Wait a minute.
Other than the hotel?
You got there Thursday night, right?
Correct.
So Friday, what did you do Friday?
Friday.
The first day.
I'm trying to think back.
Because Saturday you said was Jabberwockies.
We went to the strip that day. So
Friday you did?
Saturday during Jabberwockies. Before we went to Jabberwockies, that's when we were at the pool.
So you did pool, Jabberwockies, strip all on Saturday.
Yep.
Sunday
was Grand Canyon
Okay.
Day.
That was the Lord's Day, Mary.
Sunday's the Lord's Day.
Monday we walked the strip, we ate, and then we went to that was when we did the zip lining. Tuesday was our whole travel day, and that was a whole ordeal in itself.
Oh, Tuesday you traveled.
We left.
So you got home Tuesday into Wednesday.
Yeah, because it was
Okay,
a 9 p.m. flight, but we got back at 6 in the morning.
Yeah.
And so
Those red eyes, man.
It's awful. But Friday, I think
Friday is unaccounted for. What'd you do that day?
Because we got there Thursday night. Friday, we were just learning everything.
You gamble?
I won $7.
There it is.
Quit while you're ahead.
Yeah, I didn't spend all of my cash. My cousin won $150.
Nice.
Her machine was hot, so I was like, "Oh, you inspired me. I'm gonna put a 20 in this machine. Give more than you take, right?" And I lost everything. So I was like, "I'm not putting another 20 in there. One-armed bandit."
One-armed bandit. Alan, you guys are so dumb. It's called the Grand Canyon because Jesus Christ was paid $1,000 to carve it out by hand. Now I get it. Thank you. Paid $1,000 to carve it out by hand. That's right.
I did not connect those two at all. It's like,
listen,
you're
supposed to be the math person around here. Come on, man. But you had a good time. The thesis of this argument is it sounds like you had a lot of fun.
I had a lot of fun.
Yeah.
It was a a once in a lifetime experience because I don't experience that with my mom at all. So if I have
Isn't
nothing,
it fun to see her experiencing those things?
yes,
though?
but she's just she's too gullible. She's exactly what they prey on.
Gullible?
Because they're like,
what does that have to do with
vulnerable.
anything?
we were going to the mob museum, and right, she said it out loud, and someone must have heard her while we were walking on Fremont Street. And the guy's like, "Oh, I got discounts." She's like, "Really? Awesome." He's like, "All you gotta do is come into this store with me real quick."
Oh,
and she starts like walking off. I'm like, "It's gonna be a seminar."
They saw her coming. She walks out with a timeshare, and the Caymans at Army Hammer sold her.
Essentially.
I'm going to take a break. If you want to message us on the iHeartRadio app, you can do it there. You can text 35192, and we'll be back.
The Alan Cox Show.
On one